So, Chainsaw Man has some of the best characters out there that I think any story could potentially have. I had a lot of fun making the Chainsaw Man video, and so I decided to make a tier list highlighting each characters. Some of them include not only part one but also part two that has just recently been released. The very first two chapters by the time I'm doing this, so you can expect at the end of the tier list me ranking as well the newer characters. Oh, and before I actually start the video, I don't think Tatsuki Fujimoto has written any bad characters per se. Some I don't really, I don't really care much about, but I don't think there's one that I actually hate. So that's a good thing. You can't say that about every manga series or every author. And also, I'll be taking into account not just the personalities and how fun the characters are, but their designs. I think there's, Fujimoto has drawn some of the best, I think, character designs out there. So, all right, let's start with Denji. Denji, of course, is the protagonist of our story, also aka the Chainsaw Man. Denji, I think the more you read Chainsaw Man, the more interesting he becomes. But I will probably put him in A tier. I don't, he's not my favorite character, he's not one of my absolute favorite characters. But, thinking about some of the characters here that I will put in S tier, I don't know. I'm not quite sure if I will put necessarily Denji there as well. But we'll see, I may change my mind as the video goes along, so don't quote me on that. Okay, now we have Makima. Makima, I think, um, I don't necessarily think Makima is a better character than Denji. I think they're more or less on the same level. It's tricky because again, I'm tempted to putting Makima in S tier because I really enjoy a character in this story. But I guess I'll put her. I don't think she's a better character than Denji, but since I'm putting Denji in A, I'll probably put her here. Again, I enjoy every time she appears. She has this presence to her that really makes her stand out. But I think her character truly shines as the plot goes along, and especially in the last part. So Aki, I do I'm actually tempted in putting Aki in S tier. We'll see. Again, I might change this towards the end of the video, but yeah, Aki. I regret not talking more about Aki in the Chainsaw Man video because Aki, I do think he's one of the most fleshed out characters in the story, and one that first, when the story started, I didn't really care much about Aki. I didn't think he was going to be that much of an interesting character. But then, as Fujimoto started evolving the character throughout the story, he just became one of my favorites. And I mean, the way that he concludes his arc is also incredible. But I also think it helps that Imeno, he has such a strong relation with Imeno because Imeno to me is S tier, a personal preference. I know. This is my tier list, so I'll get a little bit biased for sure. Power, of course, the Blood Devil. I was going to say Control Devil. She's not the Control Devil. Yeah, Power. She's so fun. I mean, she's such a fun character. I'm actually tempted. I don't think she's better than any of the A characters here, but again, I love Power. I know that a lot of people will put her in S tier. I'll probably put her in S tier as we get into the rest of the characters, the remaining characters. The other characters are more complex and they stood out more for me. Can't really put Power above them, but I mean the way that her character, the conclusion of her character, I think was just phenomenal. And I'm already missing the character in part two, but yeah, I don't know if she'll probably return in part two, but yeah, I'm not sure. I'll probably put her above Makima. I know there are a lot of people who simp for Makima, but yeah, I think the main trio again, solid trio. I might change this. Kobeni. Kobeni, she's an interesting character. I think I'll probably put her in B. She's hilarious as a character, but I know a lot of fans love her character. And again, I like her character, don't get me wrong. Otherwise, I wouldn't put her in B. She's a really fun character, and she has the one of the best moments in the series, and the entirety of the series towards the final part. So, is it fair for me to put Pochita in A? I'm not sure. I'll put Pochita in B. Pochita is absolutely adorable, but I don't know. Yeah, Angel. Angel was a character that, again, like Kobeni, didn't stand out as much as with other people as it did to me. I don't know if I even spoke English right now. He didn't stood out as much as a character to me as he did with to other people. So I'll probably put him in B. Yeah. Yoshida, the octopus devil. Yoshida also appearing in part two. I think he's gonna probably have a bigger role in part two, which I'm actually excited for. I'm gonna put him in B. There wasn't anything about his character really, any character development in the story, but he was just cool. Fujimoto knew exactly what he was doing with the character, so I'll put him in. I'll put him in B. Galgali. I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name. The anime hasn't come out yet, so I don't know. The Violence Devil. Yeah, I liked his character. I think it was funny. I'll probably put him in B. Yeah, he was a character that again didn't have much screen time, but he was interesting. It was a the time that he had in the story. He had some fun moments. He was funny for sure. I think the saving grace for a lot of these characters because they didn't have much screen time, but because they were so funny, so hilarious that because of the situations that Fujimoto put them in, they just stood out more. So that was actually genius on Fujimoto's part. Kishibe, of course, Kishibe, one of fans' favorites and one of the most prominent characters in the story. Surprisingly, I'll put him in B. Yeah, I think I'll put him. People are gonna kill me for this. Again, similar to Yoshida. Yeah, I'm gonna put him next to Yoshida. Yeah, he's a little bit like Yoshida to me. He's just cool. Again, there's not much else that I enjoyed about his character besides him being a cool character, really. Some cool moments, absolutely, but um, yeah, I'll probably put him above Yoshida. Yeah, I think that's a good place for him. Now, of course, we have one of the one of the most stupid characters and one of the most fun for sure. Beam, the Shark Devil, of course, appearing in the Bomb Girl arc. I mean, he had one of the craziest moments with Denji riding him and all. I love his character. I'm not gonna put him in A. I'm tempted into putting him in A, but he's my favorite in the B category. He's just absolutely hilarious. Akame, of course, I think she was with the Katana Man. She was his partner. Um, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't remember much about her. I remember more about Katana Man than I do her. So I'll probably put her. She's not forgettable. I remember some of her scenes, so I'm not gonna put her in C. I'll probably put her in. Yeah, here in B. Now we have the Katana Man, aka the Katana Devil. Also, I'll put him here. I think it's a good place for him. Yeah, no, probably yeah behind Pachita. He was an interesting villain. Physically, he was very intimidating, and I love his design. I think his design is really cool. Of course, Reze. If you watch the Chainsaw Man video, you know that Reze is S tier. I think she's one of my absolute favorite characters. I just love everything about her. One of the most mysterious characters, but I guess she's very similar to Eto from Tokyo Ghoul. No, Eto is more similar. Makima is more similar to Eto, but Reze is she's probably like a Narima. She was still quite mysterious. We didn't really get much about her backstory. We only know that she was trained as an assassin as a little girl. I think the Soviet Union used her for experiments because she had the bomb devil. Her arc is one of my favorites, if not my favorite, from the whole series, and I just love her relation with Denji, and her character resolution was just was just heartbreaking. So, Santa Claus. Of course, in the story, we discover that Santa Claus is not really what he seems to be. So, he's hand in hand with Master in this case. Master, I think, as an antagonist, I did feel she was one of the best. I'll put her high B. I'm not sure I will put her necessarily in A, but she's a high B. I think she, as an antagonist, she was one of the, just her cold demeanor. There was just something about her personality and the way that Fujimoto drew her characters, her facial expressions, that really stood out to me. And she was creepy. I mean, even more creepy than the actual Santa Claus. So, yeah. Now we have Tolka, which of course was the right hand man of Master. I like the character actually. I will probably put him somewhere here. Of course, now we have one of the three brothers. They were absolutely hilarious, Aldo and Joey's brother. I love these characters. They were absolutely hilarious. I will put him probably here in B. Quan Chi, she's Chinese, so probably Quan Chi. I apologize if I didn't get her name correctly. I love her character. She was really cool. I will probably put her actually above Master. Yeah, I really enjoy her character. Again, there wasn't much about her character there, but you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna put her in A. I love her character. The way that Fujimoto introduced her, it was just so different. I didn't expect it at all. And I love her interactions with her companions, which I'll get in a moment. But yeah, I liked her. I thought she was quite ferocious, and I enjoyed her character. Yeah, I will probably keep her in A. Now it's difficult. The four remaining characters I love so much. I really enjoyed them, probably as much as Quan Chi. So I'm not sure if I put them in B or in A, but I enjoy most of them. You know what? I'm gonna put them in here in high. Let me see. Yeah, I'll put them next to Pochita. So of course we have Pinksy, then we have Cosmo, we have Sugiyagi, and Long. Sugiyagi, probably put her here too, and Long. And of course Cosmo I have to put alongside Quan Chi because the infamous Halloween line and moment in the manga. That scene was just so cool. I loved just the scale and the concept of her power and of her ability, and that scene alone was absolutely. I hate her design because it's fucking disgusting, but a lot of these characters' designs are a little bit trippy, but yeah, I really enjoy her character. So for part one, we have all of the characters. I don't have part two characters in here because they're fairly recent, but Yuko is one that really stood out for me so far in part two, mainly because of the last chapter. Was it chapter two or chapter three? I don't remember, but there was this chapter with Asa that I just, again, I didn't think the character would stand out much, but just the way that Fujimoto wrote the character just made her 100% right away so relatable. So I'll probably put her in high B tier somewhere because it's so early on. I can't put her in much higher. Asa, of course, the main protagonist. I have to put Haas and War Devil separate because they're two different characters. But Asa, I'll put her in A so far. I'm really loving her character, and there's definitely much more potential for her character. Let's see what Fujimoto does with the character, but I was really tempted in putting the character in S tier already because I've been loving her character so much. Even though she has a lot of parallels to Denji, I've been enjoying her introduction arc more than I did with Denji. I will probably put Asa in A, and the War Devil also. I'll put the War Devil in A. Just Absolutely. I love how direct, how straightforward the War Devil is. The War Devil just doesn't give a shit. It just does things and that's it. I just love the attitude. It just, it provides really comical moments. But yeah, I will put Ace above War Devil, obviously, because there's more to her character. But yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure people are gonna probably kill me for putting the so many of the main characters in A and putting Rese and Imeno in S tier, but I don't know. All right, so let's say that S tier is like a special spot. It's not like the absolute best characters, but my favorite characters in terms of don't think S tier is like I will probably put them in A. S tier is a special category for these two alone, for a more biased opinion. Yuko, let's put it that way. But yeah, this is my list. Again, I know not every Chainsaw Man fan is going to agree with me, but I'm just looking at this and seeing Makima in the position that she is. I'm probably gonna get a lot of flack for that. But oh well. This is it. I hopefully you enjoyed this. I don't know if I'm interesting enough, you hearing me talk about the characters and doing this tier list, if I'm interesting enough. Again, the tier lists, the Tokyo Ghoul tier lists at least have done very well. I'm not necessarily sure why. I never thought they would be this popular, but hopefully this one was fun as well. I mostly did this video for the Chainsaw Man fans who enjoyed the Chainsaw Man videos, so I hope you guys enjoyed, you guys and girls enjoyed, and yeah, this is it. Yeah, I'm really struggling. I don't know if I'll change this or not. My opinion always changes with tier lists, but yeah. So right now, this is it. I'm not gonna touch in anything else. So yeah, this is it. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and of course I'll see you in the next one. Hope you're staying safe and well, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Ja, matane.